Hey, I'm David Bowles. I'm an author here to talk about my latest book. They call me Guero, a Border Kids poems. It's a kind of a novel in verse that traces the 7th grade year of a 12-year-old boy who lives on the border.
Boys and girls, how are we doing? Good. Before we start, I do want to welcome, of course, the author for today, David Bowles. Mr. Bowles, thank you so much for being here today. We do have some special guests joining us today. We have our marketing director, Mr. Chines. Mr. Chines, thank you. We have Mr. Guero marketing director, Mr. Someone Mijares. Mr. Mijares, thank you.
Today I have the pleasure of introducing our esteemed guest speaker, who is a Mexican-American author and professor at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, David Bowles.
It's great to be here, guys. This is my first time in Eagle Pass, guys. This is a great town, and I'm super excited to be here. So I want to talk to you about Guero, but in order to talk to you about what I have to talk to you about myself. I was born and raised in the Rio Grande Valley. That's where I'm from. But McAllen is a lot like Eagle Pass. It's a town that has a sister town right across the border. It's Reynosa, where I'm from. You guys have Piedras Negras. And growing up in that area, in a Mexican-American family, there are a lot of things that you guys have in common with me, right? When you're a Mexican, when you're part of a Mexican-American family, there are certain traditions that you have in common. Is there a storyteller in your family that one person tells a really, really great story? Right? And then it goes on, right? So it's bad enough. It's like, go to sleep, or this boogeyman's gonna eat you up. The song goes on, right? Y si no te come, él te llevará hasta su casita que en el monte está. And you're like, wait a minute. So my grandmother would tell some stories of the chusas, La Llorona, La Mano Pachona, which is one of those like nemesis, La Mano Pachona. And that story, the poem La Mano Pachona is like literally exactly what happened to me. So they were wonderful stories. They were fantastic stories. And because of her, and because of the fact that she got me so excited about stories, I learned to read at an early age and went on to be really advanced at reading in school. I was approached by two people who were putting together an anthology. Sylvia Barbell and Janet Wong, great poets and editors. They reached out to me and they said, David, we would really love for you to contribute a poem to this anthology, which is to help kids of color, Latinx kids, African American kids, Muslim kids who are feeling a little bit of anxiety right now because of the election, because they don't know what's going to happen to their families and so forth. We want to create an anthology of poetry that will help them to kind of think about these issues and write about them. In this collection, I want to read a couple poems to you this morning over the course of my conversation. It's fun to be a border kid, to wake up early Saturdays and cross the bridge to Mexico with my dad. The town's like a mirror twin of our own, with Spanish spoken everywhere just the same, but English mostly missing till it pops up like grains of sugar on that chili pepper. We have breakfast in our favorite restaurant. Dad sips café de olla while I drink chocolate. Then we walk down uneven sidewalks, chatting with strangers and friends in both languages. Later, we load our car with Mexican cokes and olla, avocados and cheese, tasty reminders of our roots. Waiting in line at the bridge, though, my smile fades. The border fence stands tall and ugly, invading the carrizo at the river's edge. Dad sees me staring, puts his hand on my shoulder. Don't worry, mijo. You're a border kid, a foot on either bank. Your ancestors crossed this river 1,000 times. No one, no matter how tall, can stop your heritage from flowing forever like the Rio Grande is. I want to write about kids right now, kids like you. And so about a third of the book comes from my own life, But another third comes from my son's life. My son is now 17. When I began writing, he's not Guero, he's darker like his mom, but he is definitely, he's travieso, to say the least. In my family, I have the lightest skin. My big sister Teresa is toasty brown and little Arturo's the color of honey, but I'm pasty white, covered in freckles. Everyone's got a nickname for me. King Danny calls me a pecas, while Grandpa Manuel tussles my copper hair and shouts, "Way to go, Red!" Most folks, they call me Guero. In fact, they use that word so much that when I was a little squirt, I thought it was my name. My family loves my paleness, even Teresa, who says she's jealous. I look like my grandmother, lots of Spanish and Irish blood. But in school, it's a different story. As if my complexion's on purpose. The haters say that I think I'm all that, call me El Canelo Chapo, and laugh. Their taunts make me wish I could box like Saul Alvarez, the real Canelo. My hands ache to curl into fist and pound my palms away, but I swallow my pride. Keep calm. When Dad picks me up, he can tell. "What's wrong, Guero? Looks like you're ready to punch someone." As he drives, I explain, jaw tight. My dad puts his hand on mine. It's deep brown like mesquite bark or clay from Mexican soil. I wish my skin were like that. Not all pink and freckled, turning lobster red in the border sun to match my rusty hair. Mijo, pale folks catch all the breaks, here and in Mexico too. Not your fault. Not fair. Just the way it's been for years. Doors will open for you that won't for me. My eyes fill with tears, but I didn't ask anyone to open them for me. Dad squeezes my hand. No, but now you've got to hold them open for us all.
Right now we have the first point being read, which is Joanna La Frega.
I am the name reader.
Gallego and I'm the meeting lead. Alexa here and I'm Joanna, the frequent.
Hi, my name is Marco and I am Guero.
My name is Caleb Salinas and I'm Snake Barrera the bully.
Joanna La Fregona by David Wolf. Even when I was a little boy, still thinking girls were gross, Abuela Mimi gave me a romantic advice.
Find someone fregona bonito, it's someone who doesn't need you at all, but wants you anyway. Así como María Félix o Frida Kahlo, a woman who will be your companion, your equal in life and love.
Now I know what she meant. There's a girl in my social studies class, Joanna Padilla. Can't get her off my mind. She's kind of pretty, but that's not what matters to me. She's smart and rude. She takes student classes after school, helps her dad in his body shop, loves superhero films and video games. Okay, I'm a little obsessed, I'll admit, but I have zero luck. When I ask her to be my girlfriend, she just laughs.
You need to be my girlfriend?
I even wrote her a long poem, which she sticks in her back pocket. Like the original class, nothing works. After school, that bully, Snake Barrera, decides to rearrange my face, just as Joanna goes by walking by.
Joanna, help me!
She turns and tells him to leave him alone. When he laughs and tries to hit him again, she grabs his arm and throws him down. Took guts to ask the girl for help, says Joanna as she pulls me to my feet. I liked your poem, funny and sweet.
I liked your poem, funny and sweet.
Okay, well, you can be my boyfriend.
Okay, what do you do?
I wipe my blood from my lip as the kids who gather go.
Aww.
Then my Ramona smiles. You've got any money? We can go to Rosie's. Friday makes me hungry.
If you got any money, we can go to Rosie's.
One Saturday, me and those Bobbies get dropped off at the movies by my parents. Joanna's already there with 3 of her cousins. We buy popcorn and Coke. My friends make stupid jokes, the girls just roll their eyes and giggle. We grab seats in the middle row, boys on the left, girls on the right. Me and Joanna are leaning. The plans were constructed, at least for me. With Bobby, they keep stealing vacuums. But Joanna's cousins act like they don't notice my weird pedestrian friends. The movie takes forever to start. 15 minutes of commercials, followed by 3 minutes that show all the cool scenes and jokes of from extreme big reduces. Finally, the light skin. It's related to the real film. I try to pay attention, but it's not all that intense. Besides, I feel Joanna's presence, like electricity cracking inside me. The moment the suspense comes, she jumps, grabs my hand, our fingers locked, and don't fade. All I can think about is the pressure of her arm against mine. The scent of her hair as she leans against me, putting her head on my shoulder. Then, the credits roll. The lights come on. We entangle ourselves. And I feel a little weird. Me and Donna, we don't look at each other. But somehow, each boy is leading to a girl. After that happened, I laughed with the bodies, trying talk to each other. We all try to act like people.
This whole semester, I've moaned and groaned. All of my friends got a cell phone. Well, I begged my parents for one of my own. You're way too young, my mom calmly said. They're way too expensive, added my dad. It would put our budget far into the red. Grandpa and Manny argued they made kids lazy. Abuela declared I would drive her crazy. Our eyes glued to the screen, sight going hazy. No phone until high school it seems, but as presents pile up the tree, I examined each bag and box carefully. A daily ritual until Christmas morning. We rip up the wrapping in front of your adoring adults. I'm a bit disappointed until without warning, Dad hands me a gift that fits my palm. I tear the thing open, forgetting all calm. It's a cheap Pulga knockoff, but I do not groan. I hug both of my parents shouting, thanks for the phone! This whole semester I've moaned and groaned. All of my friends have got a cell phone. While I beg my parents for one of my own. You're way too young, my mom said. They're way too
morning. I do want to thank David Bowles for coming by to Q Gallego and talking about They Call Me Guero. It's a great honor to have him here. This is our second annual Meet the Author, so it's been a great event. And again, I do want to thank David Bowles for coming by.
Mr. Bowles was kind enough to donate his time to the sixth graders, and he will be introducing the poems and reading from the book, They Call Me Guero, and taking the questions from the students that are in sixth grade, moving on to Memorial Junior or EPJ.
Again, thank you so much, Mr. Bowles, for coming by and being part of our second annual Meet the Author event. Thank you.